Alright, hello everyone, it's Ferric, and welcome to day 64 of the Wizard101 on a Budget solo walkthrough series. Now, we're going to keep on continuing through Chrysalis. Last episode we made this amazing pet. So far it's turning out very well. It got Storm Ward right away, then Death Ward, then it got Spell Proof at Ancient. At this point it almost does not matter at all what it gets, because I have a Spell Defying Jewel that I can stock it whenever I want. Obviously, the best talents that I could get at this point are Spell Defying and Life Ward. If it gets those talents, there's literally, this is literally, an insane pet. But if it doesn't get it, then it really doesn't affect anything at all. It just would be nice to get something crazy good like that. But, so, I also have to check my couch potatoes, because I did say yesterday that my couch potatoes were getting, kind of close to, Elder, so... let me just go ahead and go full screen here, and well, I guess it's taking a while for the game to lock on. Hello, there we go. I guess that's weird. Anyways, so I did see a lot of people talking about the annoying ads for Twitch. It's something that recently happened. I don't know a whole lot about it. All I know is that it's a Twitch thing. So for those of you that wonder why I do that whole 5 minutes at the beginning thing, it's for that very reason, so that if people that are coming at the beginning of the stream, that way they can come to the stream, they don't have to miss any content, because then the ads will play during those first 5 minutes. There's no way I can turn them off. If I had the ability to, I would turn them off, but there's no way you can turn them off. So the only things that I have control over for Twitch ads are the ones that you play in the middle of the stream. That's all I have control over, and I really don't play those unless I'm doing a crazy 12-hour stream. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about it. I do apologize if you get them, but again, I do have this thing so that you don't, it's a little bit easier, you don't miss out on any of the content. Anyways, let's go to the Red Barn farm. And real quick before I go, I did not do trivia before the stream. I woke up really late today. I was in a bit of a time crunch, so I couldn't get the trivia done before the stream, but after the stream I will go ahead and do these so that I still don't miss a day. I'll be at 1080, and I mean, it is a bit of a time crunch. We're level 92 in 8 levels. We better have enough crowns to open packs to get that those professor's boots, but hopefully we'll get them. If we don't, then I will have to farm Tartarus again to get the Hades boots, which are the highest amount of health that I could get without having to spend crowns. So but we'll see what happens. If I get in one pack, that would be crazy, because then I've saved a ton of crowns that I can save for whatever I need it for later. Maybe save for a future pack on a future wizard. But anyways, one other update, Wizard101 King's Out, they did bring back a bunch of online bundles. Apparently they said they brought back all online bundles. That doesn't include the Spooky Carnival bundle for $30, which it's probably one of the best bundles you can buy. You get the Creepy Clown car mount, you get amazing gear that you can redeem. You also get a pretty good wand from it. The Spooky Throwing Knife is pretty decent. So if y'all were waiting for that, now is the time to buy that. Of course, I can't buy it on this account. This is a budget walkthrough. We're going to do things without that. If I am going to get it, it's going to be through farming empowers, which, I mean, those bundles sell for a ton. There's no way I'm going to have enough empowers to be able to buy one of those bundles anytime soon. But anyways, let's get started with everything. We're gonna try to if my couch potatoes are elder, I kind of hope they are, then I can replant them, and then I can always train the pet afterwards, because I will level up at least once this stream, so I can always train the pet after I level up. I have to make sure I remember to put on my energy gear, but here we go. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, well, I really hate when this happens, and this only seems to happen when you don't have a full 69 plot. This has never happened to me when I had a full 69 plot, but I'm pretty sure what this is when you don't have a full 69 couch potatoes, there's a very slight chance that a bunch of them will turn elder, just a couple ticks. Oh, it happens on 69 plot as well? Okay, well, it's kind of rare when this happens, but what happens here, the reason why this happens is because a bunch of the couch potatoes turn elder, one tick or whatever the game's timing measurement thing they have coded into the game. That thing, it fires off for a bunch of the couch potatoes, and then what ends up happening is all the couch potatoes that had the pixie generated on them, they turn elder. And basically, because that pixie need is removed, it then increases the timer for those that weren't part of that exact same tick. It's really annoying, but it looks like one of these couch potatoes that is still mature did end up summoning a pixie after, so that's why the bar is actually really close. There is a chance that by the end of the stream they will get to elder. If they don't, that is actually kind of disappointing, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying. But that does mean that I'm not going to replant my couch potatoes just yet. Actually, I could just replant them right now. Should I? I feel like, okay, since I won't be checking my couch potatoes anyways until tomorrow, it won't really mess up the timing for me planting more of them right now. I do want to make sure that I take care of the needs of all these, and it looks like they're just far enough apart that I still have to use a full 35 energy and a large spell to do this, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. This kind of stuff does happen. There's no real way to prevent it, really. So, you finally didn't get your blood back? How many hatches did you have to do? Tick is a Minecraft time measurement. Well, I'm still gonna call it ticks. That's just, whatever the in-game time measurement is for this game, I'm just gonna call them ticks. I don't know. I don't think that's true. When I once checked on them when they were still mature, 68 of them were really close to elder. One was a good 1/3 behind. Interesting. I guess I don't know why it happens then. That's weird. That's really weird. Let me just make sure. They do have all the likes, right? Yeah, they have all the likes. Oh! What? No, they don't. Oh! This King Parsley is too far away. Oh my goodness. I planted the King Parsley way too far away. Well then, that's the issue then. Okay, well then. I can't believe I'm just noticing that now. Where's my, I know I have, okay. So, quick solution here. Easy, fast solution. Plow this. Keep that there, that King Parsley. Okay, well, Trig, I think I know your issue as well. Maybe you are having the same issue. I guess me floating the King Parsley in my original video was not the worst idea. But I guess have 2 King Parsleys when you're making this if you don't want to have to deal with the glitches and annoying parts of planting it up there. But yeah, let me just bring this low square table. Well, I'm glad I found out about this now. So yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm just finding about this now is every single time I've harvested my couch potatoes before, like, yeah, every single time I harvested my couch potatoes before, they, I can't think right now. Dude, my brain is melted right now. Yeah, so there would be plenty of time, like, there would be more than enough time for even these couch potatoes to get to elder, because back then I wasn't like checking them every single day during every single episode, or at least I don't think I was. But at this point, I'm just gonna plant the King Parsley. There's a chance that they go to elder right now. I'm just gonna do some quick mature harvest just so I get some extra XP, gold, TCs, all that good stuff. Plant this King Parsley. I'm gonna let it die as well. Again, King Parsleys themselves I don't think are valuable at all. Their only use, in my opinion, is as likes. I think Ultra King Parsleys are the ones that you really want to be saving. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for these couch potatoes to get to elder. Honestly, I can just plant these right now. 40, actually, no, I can't, because it costs to, because I have to spend all that energy getting these guys up to taking care of the needs. I actually don't have enough energy to replant all of them. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, whoa, look at that. Okay, that's I'm afraid. I'm scared. My couch potatoes just turned elder right in front of our eyes. So let's go ahead and can I harvest them? I have to go in here, don't I? Yeah, I have to go in here. Okay, well, spooky things. We're in December now. This is supposed to happen back in October, bro. Anyways, now I can actually count. How many couch potatoes do I have? 52. Okay, so for those of you that were wondering how many I had, 52 is the number. I'm 17 away from being able to have the full 69 plot filled out. But again, I don't absolutely need that to happen, but it's a good thing that we figured out the issue here. Basically, make sure, in fact, I'm just now realizing that this, actually, no, so As long as this covers at least past this flagpole, then we're good here, because then the remaining ones are definitely good enough for this to reach them. So I guess you learn something new every day. But 52 energy, I do need 108 total energy, so I'll replant my couch potatoes later in the episode when I level up. For now, I'm going to use the rest of my energy to train Doña Stella right here. I cost 8 energy per train, which means I do have enough energy to get this pet. Actually, if I feed it fancy yogurts, then I have enough energy. Otherwise, I don't have enough energy to get it to epic right now. So I'm just going to feed it fancy yogurts just because I'm really curious to see what it gets. So I'm going to keep my red barn farm equipped. Let's do our quick teleport to Wizard City. A man's cheated a free mature harvest. True, I hacks moded that. I got a free, what was it? Well, it was like 5 couch potatoes, right? I got a free 1500 gold, 1500 XP, 5 extra TCs, 5 extra snacks. Pretty nice. Easy. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and use the rest of our energy on pet, and then later in the stream when I level up, I'll let me feed these, let me feed that. I don't need those. Yeah, I'll replant all those couch potatoes. But anyways, 8 energy per. I actually have extra fancy yogurts from those. That's a pretty lucky harvest. I have extra fancy yogurts, so me feeding 10 of them won't put me, like, I won't have that much lower fancy yogurts compared to other snacks. And also, because this pet actually likes fancy yogurts, I might be able to feed it a different snack at the very end. Let's see. So I can afford to feed it 1 Captain Cantaloupe. In fact, I might be able to feed 2. Nah, just 1. Actually, I can feed it 1 golden wheat bread. That's even better. All right, what does it get? Oh, I got Fairy Friend. I did say it's okay if it gets Fairy Friend. I did say it's okay. So I'm still gonna train this pet to Mega, see what it gets. Fairy Friend is perfectly fine. In fact, in the Corporal Tennyson battle, when that comes up, it would be pretty cool to get some heals, you know? I'll have decent heal boost, so that's like a free 600 heal if it goes off, so that's not bad. Again, all I cared about was the proof and the Storm Ward. Just being able to have 30 resist to Storm with a pet is just really, really nice on its own, so I think that's it's pretty good. And Fairy Friend is a pretty good heal talent. It casts quite often, so at this point, let me just use the last thing on that. And yeah, so again, later in the stream, I will feed it more snacks after I plant all my couch potatoes. I do have to remember to equip my energy gear though, because my max energy right now is 96, which is not enough to replant all my couch potatoes, but that's fine. Anyways, we were in Chrysalis, defeating some yellow jacket shredders. These are the mobs that have a pretty good chance to drop pierce jewels, I believe. So again, still this deck setup. And we still have Divim, or Divim, or frick, I keep forgetting how to say his name. How do I get King Parsley seeds? You can either save up 13 days worth of trivia to buy them from the crown shop, because you only need 1 to take care of couch potatoes, or you can farm them from a bunch of different bosses in Dragonspire. Yeah, those are like the 2 ways I suggest. Oh my goodness, I forgot how nice the Chrysalis music is. 1 second, my cat is got trapped inside my room, so I have to let her out. Right. That's all done. By the way, if y'all hear some weird like noises, like there's like someone's working on the house, because like I think pest control is coming or something to my house, so they're not gonna need to come in my room, but like I don't know what they're gonna do. So what they're doing is gonna be in the kitchen. So I don't know if you hear anything, it's pest control. No one's banging their knee on the wall like last time. Is it just me, or did you never mention that you have a cat? I have mentioned that I have a cat in the past before, during streams. You just might not have been there when I did that, because it's not the first time that my cat was in my room and I didn't notice until after I started. Yeah, also, remember the cat drawing? When I was talking about cat flipping mechanics? What's the best death wand for 110 to 113 non-crowns? I mean, you could buy wands from Bazaar that are slightly better than Skyr and Hasta, but honestly, I would just wait. Skyr and Hasta is perfectly fine. You really don't need a wand upgrade. You could get the rat wand, but it's not worth farming. You get like the 115 wand is so easy to craft, and you need to craft that wand anyways for crafting quest, and it's way better than anything else at around that level. So, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's better than the rat wand. So, there's literally no reason to get a wand after Sky Iron Hasta until you're 115. Flying Squid Ink, well, not the, so you don't need Flying Squid Ink for the legendary one. You only need that for the revered wand. And the one at 115 is the legendary one, not the revered one. But yeah, like the champion crafter one. I believe that's the crafting quest that you complete with that, so. I'm confused. Was in your death in Darkmoor and soloed it? Am I dumb? And I think I saw you level. So, that Darkmoor run, that was my other Death Wizard. That was not Michael Silverflame. I know I confused some people with that, but I did make sure that I put in the titles that this is not the budget walkthrough. That was Eric Shadowblade. That's my death on my other account. Yeah, I did solo Darkmoor on that Death Wizard. But this time we're gonna do it on the budget walkthrough, because this is the account where, because like, I mean, even though I used gear that I could easily get on the budget walkthrough on that account, I have to do it once on this actual account to like prove that, you know, you really like this wizard. It started off with no resources. I've not been gifted any TCs from anyone. I have gold farmed completely on my own, and despite all that, I am still able to solo the game in PvE. So, and eventually we're also gonna do something like PvP on a budget once I hit max. That's gonna be a thing. Revered Wand gives that 5% fishing luck, though. Can't be missing out on that. True. Are you gonna do Omen? I'm not sure. I actually did not do Omen on my main Death Wizard. That's Omen is probably a hard, but I can't believe I forgot to try to solo Omen. The thing is, like, there's really nothing to farm from Omen. There's nothing that's really worth farming from there anymore. I mean, maybe the Mastery Amulets, yeah. I feel like Mastery Amulets, like but see, the thing is, I don't ever need a life, because you can't trade the Omen amulets, so it would be pointless to try to do that dungeon on this wizard to get that amulet deck. I mean, like, you don't need the deck doesn't make that much of a difference. It gives like crit and block, yeah, but like not that much. I'd rather get the paradox decks give more health, and I'm pretty sure at max level, like, I'm gonna be able to buy really good decks anyways. I just don't think it's worth farming Omen just for his decks, and especially now after this whole crit block update. Stitch gear, I mean, again, I'm sticking with the stitch gear that I already have. I don't want like crazy stitch gear. Drops mounts too. Again, like, they're not stat unless they're stat boosting mounts. I don't need to farm him. So, what deck would you go for at 105? I would stick with the Darkmoor deck. The Darkmoor deck is very good. It gives a lot of max copies. It gives 7 universal max copies and then 10 max copies to your own school, which is insane. It gives you 2 shadow resist, which can be pretty nice. It gives you some health and some crit, and it gives you a triangle socket. Like, there's not a whole lot, and it gives you some health too. There's really not a whole lot you can like. The Dark deck is pretty good. That's all you need. It also gives an extra pip as well. So I think deck is like the thing you should worry about the least. The things that will affect your stats the most are your pet, your wand, robe, and boots, your amulet, or sorry, not your amulet, your athame, and your ring. And after that, you should focus on things like wands, amulets, decks, mounts, all that stuff. All right, let me scarecrow here. Like, let me show you. I'm just gonna. So look, like my wand, it gives 9% damage. There's not like, even if you look at the max level wands, they're not like crazy better in stats. But then you compare a pair of boots like these to Dragoon's boots. That's a huge difference. Boots really affect your stats. Look at the robe. Robes really affect your stats. Look at that hat. Hat really affects your stats. Look at the athame. I mean, I already have a level 90 athame, so I already have a very good athame, but compare this to the athame I was using before. That heavily affects stats. Amulet, I'd say amulet would be the next thing after, you know, ring and all that stuff, but ring also really affects your stats, and again, obviously pets affect your stats, so you really don't need to, especially, like, I feel like deck is like the second least important thing to go for in stats, with mount being the absolute least important thing. So anyways, I'm gonna go hit into friends now, obviously. Do I have chat bubbles off? I have them on. I'll hide them. Pretend I'm the only player in the game. Oh, looks like we got another vote for balance. Omar's voting for balance, and then we also got another vote. Gomesh is voting for ice.
You learned the
So, okay, here's what I'm thinking, by the way, y'all. I'm thinking, so, like, I was just, you know, yesterday I said that maybe I want it so that Twitch votes will be the ones that decide the top 2 schools, and then YouTube votes will decide the absolute winner. I feel like to make it more inclusive of both voter people type things or whatever, have it so that both YouTube and Twitch have an initial vote, and the top 2 schools from that vote, then there's going to be another vote, and what I'm going to do then is, then I do a new vote on YouTube, right? I do a new vote on YouTube, and then where the only options being those top 2 school winners. And then also, everyone that voted for the top 2 schools, their votes would stay, but then refund the channel points for all the people that put votes in for other schools, refund the channel points for all those schools, and then they can vote for the top 2 schools. Because that way, everyone that spent channel points whose school didn't win, they still have a say in, like... You can't refund channel points? Wait, yes you can. I was able to refund them. You can refund them. I refunded channel points. Back when someone used channel points on... someone used channel points on... What do you call it? It was on some, like, gear or spell restriction back when I was soloing Darkmoor on my other wizard. And I said and I reminded them that you can't use a gear spell restriction on this type of battle. And I refunded their channel points. I remember doing it. I had to do it through my Twitch dashboard or something. I don't know if mods have the ability to do that, but I don't see why they wouldn't. But I know for a fact you can refund them. That'd be sick, but people would just do mass votes on one school at the very beginning. Well, I don't know, because... Like, right now, it seems like there's 2 schools that are being voted for a lot. Oh, you can't once the rewards has been accepted and all those votes have been accepted. Oh, really? Wait, you can accept a channel point reward? Oh. I see. Huh. You can do ranked voting more fair for everyone. See, I was hoping I'd be able to just refund the points for everyone whose school lost, and then they could like choose which of the top 2 schools, which one they wanted to choose. I was hoping I'd be able to do that, but it seems like, oh, I just used the same blade. Of course I did. I have a log of everyone who voted, so we can contact them, ask them for their new vote. True, I guess we could do that as well, because that way, you know, we'd get the top 2 votes from YouTube and from Twitch, and then if there's 3 schools, and we'll have just if like, you know, if YouTube and Twitch have have 2 schools that are the same as their top 2, but then their other top 2 is 2 different schools, then we can have the top 3 schools then. And then from those 3 schools, then people can choose from one of those 3, right? What is going on with the votes? So, what I was thinking of doing, so yesterday in the stream I talked about how maybe I should have an initial vote where Twitch votes, and then the top 2 Twitch votes, then the top 2 votes that Twitch votes, those become the schools that everyone can vote for, including YouTube. And then everyone who voted for those schools, their votes would still stick. And then people could vote for just those 2 schools. But then what I decided after the stream, and I'm just talking about this now, is that wait, what? I don't know what that was about. But yeah, then I was thinking I could refund the channel points for everyone whose school did not become one of the top 2, and then they could choose of the top two schools that won, which one do they want the actual wizard to be? Check stats. I want to see one with Devim. I had like 169 damage with 65 resist. That's what they were. Because you get 50 damage and 20 resist from with him.
Let's take on this
right here. These are the stats with Devim. Damage and resist is the only thing that he boosts, so I don't have to look at the other stats. Everyone, whoever voted on Twitch should just vote again in the final two. Well, because like I was thinking that, you know, their spent channel points, they could still use them as like the final vote, but I guess, yeah, I guess. I don't know. When does Twitch vote end? I still need more points. Well, the Twitch vote ends at the same time as the YouTube vote ends. It's just that the Twitch vote is like people can vote whenever they want. They can choose to save it until the very end, or they can choose to vote right now. And the voting ends 2 weeks after I reach the end of either Mirage or Imperia. I haven't decided yet. We're gonna see how long it takes me, how much time it takes me to complete Chrysalis, and then decide whether I want to start it at the end of Mirage or at the end of Imperia. Because remember, 2 weeks is a lot of time when I'm spending 12 hours a week playing the game. So I feel like if you bought the option with the channel points, then you'll definitely vote again in the final two. That's true. But then should I still count the votes for the people that initially voted for the top two schools? Should I erase their votes and then they also have to vote again? Because then if I feel like I counted those votes, then it wouldn't be fair, because then they wouldn't have to spend more channel points, but then everyone else that didn't vote for those top two schools would have to spend more channel points to have their say. So I passed my test. Hey, there you go. What test was it? Was it was it the thing with your job? It was like the frick. You were doing like some like banking thing or something? What was the test about? Or was it like for school? I just realized. I forgot if it was it for school or was it for work? Safe exam? Safe exam. What does SAFE stand for? Like safety exam or like, I was thinking we'd keep all the votes where they are and use them for the third wizard if it doesn't win for the second. And the vote for next wizard would never leave. Interesting. I'll talk with you after stream, because it sounds like an interesting idea, but I don't fully understand it right now, so we'll talk about it after stream, I guess. Oh, it's for work? Pass rate is only 50%. Secure and fair enforcement exam for mortgage loan originators. Hey, man, dude, congratulations. Congratulations, dude. A 50% pass rate exam, that's something to feel good about. If you pass an exam that only half people passed, that's awesome. Dude, okay, this right here is a specific situation where wand hits would be pretty useful, but again, this is the one situation in the entire game that I've faced where wand hits were a better idea than using cleanse charms. All right, I'm just gonna triple blade. 350 work hours since November. What? Dude, November, that was like only a month ago. One, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 weeks. Wow, dude, you're working. Wait, hold on. 1 second. Let me just scarecrow here. So you're working like 7 to 8 hours a day, or sorry, no, frick, what am I saying? 77 hours a week since November 20th. Dang, dude. I don't know if I could handle that, but good for you, man. Good job, dude. Yeah, dude, like 11 hours a day. The channel point option in the future could be always for final 2, and then always have a final vote between the 2. Hold 1 second. Oh my goodness, my brain just turned off, dude. This is what happens when I wake up super late. Give me 1 second. Let me just get into battle real quick. Now you get to actually work. Feels good, man. Oh, what? No, DVM.
Spell. The broodmother stung me. Fine.
The royal
No.
guard are swarming. You need to battle through them quickly.
Scrap the vote, make Wolf Stormblade. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna try to read that in a second. Wait. The thing that William wrote above. 1 second. Alright, channel point option in the future could be always for final 2. And then always have a final vote between the 2 with YouTube and Twitch together. Yeah, but like, I'm not sure how I want to, like, do I contact the people, or do I save the votes, or I think I like Cam's option of, like, he said something about saving the votes so that, like, for the 3rd wizard for the account, their votes could count towards that. Man, making a fair democratic system is really difficult, especially when you're publishing this series across 2 different platforms. All right, let's get rid of these 2. Dude, 4,000 health, man. How much health did these mobs have before, like, when they first came out? They must have had like 6,000-7,000 health. If they, like, 4,000, that's like probably some of the highest health for any street roaming mob in the game right now after the update. It was like 6.7, 5,800, I remember it. 6.7, okay, people are saying maybe there was 6.7 originally and then they reduced it to 5,800 and now they reduced it to 4,600. That's crazy, dude. Wow, that's like dude, that's literally like boss health for pre Avalon worlds, I guess. Or actually no, like even in Avalon I think some bosses had that low health. Here, what blaze do I have? I got Rod, and I don't want to use any TCs, so I'll just use an extra turn. Start a theocracy. It's hard because people are using channel points to vote over here, so it's hard to scale. Yeah. Like, I don't even know how many people are going to vote in the YouTube vote, because, like, the thing is, the YouTube vote, I don't know how many, because right now, I know how many people watch the series on YouTube, how many average, like, views, average unique views each video gets, but then I don't know, like, because different videos get different views, so like some people are only trying to watch like the specific solo episodes, or and some people aren't necessarily watching the series, they just see the video on YouTube and click on it because they're interested. So I don't know how, like, it's hard. I don't know how many votes I'm gonna get on YouTube, how many people are gonna vote on the YouTube thing. So I don't think the vote for the top will be the same after people watch a Fire or Balance. Opinions are bound to change if they watch a super grindy school, so I don't think that would work to keep the votes. That is true. Like, if I had it so that the votes are saved, if I had it so that the votes are saved for the 3rd wizard as well, then if people don't like let's say Balance and Fire are guaranteed one of the 2 winners, and I've already said that they're probably the 2 like hardest schools to solo on, then like everyone sees like one playthrough of one of the 2 hardest schools and then they get kind of tired of it. But then now, because they voted without knowing how grindy a super hard school would be, they now have to go with it. They have to like sit through another wizard where I have to grind like crazy.
We saw what occurred.
So I don't know.
I know the path is
I vote for resetting votes after. I vote for this voting system. That's funny. Resetting votes after. Yeah, I'll probably reset votes, but like, I just feel bad because then like, and Yoshi's actually voting for Bounce, so. But yeah, I feel like,
There, in the ground.
I just feel bad because then the people, like, they spent the 10,000 channel points. Although here's the thing, like, it kind of makes sense because now they have time to save up more channel points for the next vote as well. So, like, by the time I do the next vote, they're going to have saved up the channel points to be able to do that next vote anyways.
You'll only get hurt if you keep following me.
I vote to rig the vote. If you spend 10k now, you will have 10k again. True, true. So yeah, I guess, I mean, then again, yeah, I feel like that is the most fair system. They didn't fix the glitch where the enemies don't tell you they block. Apparently that glitch is because of AoE spells. Like, I guess they just haven't added anything for how the block looks like for AoEs. Has anyone made you sing a song through channel points? No, and honestly, I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of that channel point reward because I don't really know if I want to. I don't think I really want to. I feel like that kind of stuff is more fun when I do it because I want to do that. If I do that kind of stuff, it's like it's better to do it during those like really long streams. Like if I do another 12-hour stream. Chaos Arrows voting for Fire Wizard. There's another vote for Fire. Ferric 1 trash. Another vote for Fire Wizards. Okay. So someone is trying to keep it competitive. And another vote for Fire. Triple votes for Fire today. Oh, Montoso's countering it with a balance vote. I have a quick question. If I were to buy a bundle right now, will I be able to choose 140 gear in the future when KI decides to release it? Well, I don't know if they're going to update it so that you can choose 140 gear. What I do know for a fact is, as long as you don't redeem the gear... And, okay, D-Whip's actually voted for Fire as well. But yeah, if you... Like, you don't have to open the... You don't have to choose a level of the gear right away. But once you redeem that level of gear, you're stuck with that forever. But, like, the thing is, what I'm not sure of is if they choose to update the gear so that there's level 140 as well. If you buy the bundle now and you redeem the bundle right now, I don't know if it will have like updated stuff. I'm not sure about that.
Why have you been chasing? You were with Devim.
Like I don't know if that to get that updated version, you'll have to then buy the bundle again, even if you haven't redeemed it. Another vote for Fire. All right, Fire's catching up now probably. Again, I haven't looked at it, and I don't want to look at it because I don't want to like know exactly which school's ahead. But there were a lot of votes for Balance yesterday, but today there's been a lot of votes for Fire, so it's probably really competitive right now. Oh, and then we got another vote for Ice as well. Dude, I feel like Ice would be a third. I feel like Ice is like really up there. What school is Blaze doing for his solo walkthrough? Because he said he's probably going to do a solo walkthrough sometime soon. Was he doing Ice or Myth? I think it was one of those two schools, right? He's doing Ice? Dude, if Ice somehow won, that'd be kind of weird because we'd both be doing a solo walkthrough. Hey, but, I mean, I'd get a chance to prove... Or I'd get a chance to maybe teach him how to solo. Oops, I already have that blade. Only OGs know what his original walkthrough school was. I mean, it was Life, right? Blaze Lifehammer. I know that wasn't his first wizard, but like his first wizard, I think, was either a storm or a death. Oh, was it really fire? Really? Don't say that, now people will spam ice. I mean, vote for whichever school you want to vote for. Don't vote for a school because I said something. On ice, you have the lowest damage for all of Arc 2, and you have to blade to the heavens. Like you almost need TCs for every fight or enchanted armament to kill mobs. I mean, I'll bring an enchanted armament if I have an ice wizard. I'm gonna either have an ice class pet or an enchanted armament, because yeah, I know that you need. But the thing is, you're also super tanky as an ice, so it's gonna be long and grindy, but it's also gonna be very effective, right? Wintertusk Cat and Faint Jewel almost required. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay. I'm cool with that. Yo, what's up, Temperance Gaming? I'm in ice right now. Just got an Avalon. It isn't bad. I've sold, like, on my ice, which is in Azteca right now, I've sold a lot of it. So I personally don't think it's bad. I think with the new crit update, every school now has it a lot easier in Arc 2. Yeah, exactly. Like, once you have Waterworks gear, you're gonna crit on almost everyone. Even if you're ice. Best pack to buy? Depends on your level, your school, what you're doing, PvP, PvE, what battle you're doing, all that stuff. I got the Amulet of Divine Influence this year. Yo, congrats, dude. How much time did you spend farming for it? Certainly not an easy amulet to get, even now. Oh, you just did one run to help a friend? Dang. Did they increase the drop rates or something? I feel like a lot of people have been getting them like crazy recently. PvE and 115. What school and what boots do you have currently? Yeah, boots. What boots do you have currently? They both use brace as soon as they use another blade. I'm gonna have to quad blade here just to be safe. Death right now and Malister boots. Okay, I would say since you already have Malister boots, I would say it's not worth it for you to open any pack right now. Save your crowns. Wait till you're level 140, and then even then you probably don't need to spend any crowns on any packs unless you're doing PvP at 140. Then save your crowns for 140 PvP then. But other than that, don't spend any crowns. You don't need to. Because the best hat and robe are completely farmable at 115, which I would say just still try to get either Malister hat and robe or Crocopatra hat and Bone Smasher robe. For wand, you're 115, so like the crafted wand is your best bet. A pet, you don't need to spend packs to make a pet. Athame, your best bet is either Morganth, Yevgeny, one of those two. Your best amulet is Morganth or Von Shane. Ring, your best bet is Alpha and Omega or Aphrodite. Deck, your best bet is Rasputin, Omen, but I would just say craft the Darkmoor deck. Or actually just buy a Bazaar deck, because at 115 you'll easily find Bazaar decks that give you +1 pip with a triangle socket. Mount doesn't really matter. I would not open packs for mounts. It's gonna make a very small difference in your stats. And yeah, that pretty much leaves out nothing. Like, you don't need to spend money on packs is what I'm trying to get at here. If you're a 115 death, unless you're doing PvP, but you shouldn't do PvP at 115. Because you're going to face 140s. What school is winning now? I don't want to say. I don't want to look yet. We'll take a sneak peek at it when we get close to like Mirage or whatever. Do people use Decathlon decks for what if they do? Well, obviously the main use of Decathlon decks is for the Decathlons, but right now people use them in PvP when they're doing quick matches, and some people also use them in ranked matches as well, like at levels that are not max level, because they're still kind of viable at those levels. Like I mean, the highest ranked level 99 duelist in the game is using a level 9 fire decathlon deck. So, but for PvE, I mean, I'm gonna use one for like a speedrun strategy. But yeah, fun fact about a total of 60 votes for the next wizard. Interesting. That's 60,000 combined channel points that people have spent. People use, oh yeah, I already answered that. Yeah, extra pips. You can, if you have the level 10 deck, you get 500 max health. You get actually you get more than that. You get 500 plus whatever tier socket you can socket. You get a tier square and circle jewel slot. You get flat resist to the opposite school, like a ton of it. Like you get, I think, 150 at the max level. And you get almost 10% damage from the deck as well for your own school if you have the opposite school deck. Why can you end stream with 525,000? It seems like the opposite. What do you want to do? Well, I mean, a lot of streamers have like an end stream channel point thing as like a meme. And because my channel points thing is gold, and since 525,000 is the max amount of gold you can have in the game right now, I thought it would be like a funny thing to have it. Because like, there's no way someone's actually going to save up 525,000 and end the stream, because there's better things to spend channel points on. But just to have it there, I guess. That's the main reason why it's there. Is that a challenge? Why is no one voting death? Bro, if people vote death, I'm not gonna make another death wizard. If it was gonna win, I would just ignore all the death votes. I have 3 death wizards right now in the game. I don't need a fourth one. What's the event for this week? Sorry, sound was off. I'm not sure. I can't check while I'm in battle either. Should lengthen the stream. Yo, it's Jean Guar. Thanks for the 4-month tier 1 sub, man.
Hey,
how you doing?
Ferric.
Hey Jean Guar. What's up? Oh, I got freeded. Member benefit not announced. Interesting. Yo, Brandon. Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. All right. If I crit, I kill. I think I'll crit. Beast Moon Mayhem. There you go. That's the event. Should lengthen the stream. That would be an interesting. I feel like I would only have a channel point like that for like a limited amount of time though. Like one stream where I have like a channel point-a-thon or something. What would you call it? Because I know like some bigger streamers have like they have like a subathon or something crazy like that, where like for each sub they like increase the timer. But instead I could do something like that for channel points. But I don't know. Where can I find Cleanse Charm? Yeah, in the bazaar. Oh, I'm about to level up. Let me make sure. Ooh, 80,000. 84,000 to be exact. That doesn't level me up. That gets me close leveling up, but
I am impressed by your deed. Spellbinder,
Yep.
you have helped I must send you on now into
Alright,
Peppergrass
last
Nook
wood.
to speak to our leader, Elazar Fireblade. Tell him all that you
Oh, what am I saying? I'm already in Lastwood. I have to talk to Elazar Fireblade. Alright, 50 minutes into the stream. You have leveled up to 93. Let me just... Oh, 6,000 XP. That also doesn't level me up. Interesting.
Commander, we will give you what our spies indicate. Our forces have trapped the path between our villages has been flooded. Could you scout the route for us and see if
Okay, before I level up, I'm gonna use one more snack on my pet because I actually did end up getting some pet energy. So just to make the most out of it, I'm gonna mark a location, go back there, and then come back. All that stuff. When this playthrough ends, give Cam a badge for best mod for sure, dude. Cam has been in like, I think Cam missed like one stream because I literally, it was completely unannounced. Cam has been to pretty much every stream, and he's been there like literally the entire time, dude. He was there for both of the super long streams I did, for the 16-hour and for the 12-hour stream. And both those streams, by the way, I didn't even announce that I was gonna do those super long streams until I did them. And he literally does so much work to like make things so amazing in the stream so that I can focus on the game. Cam is 100% mod of the year. Oh, fishing gear, mark location. Let me go and spend 12 energy. Stella, let's go. Get a reading by visiting Pitch Black Lake in Azteca. I'll see if I can remember doing that at the end of the stream, because for now I want to make sure I keep the teleport. Yeah, good morning, Vic. How you doing? Yeah, I almost forgot. I walked right up to him, and then I read the message, which was put on your fishing gear, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have to go feed a snack to the pet and then put on my energy gear. Yeah, this is the right pet. Okay. Back to Last Wood. I'm gonna need to get more mana.
Curse lake elementals, even spellbinder. Can you discover where this?
Alright, so we mark a location. Actually, I don't think I really needed to mark a location, but we teleport to Red Barn Farm, replant all my couch potatoes, and then feed another snack to my pet. But yeah, let's go here. Let's plant these. Actually, before I use plant all, I want to check something. I want to make sure all couch potatoes at every single corner of the plot have full coverage. So this one likes King Parsley, good. This one likes King Parsley, good. Let me plant one right here. Likes King Parsley, that's very good. Okay, what's the furthest distance? Boom. Boom. It would be like right here and right here or something. I'll plant two more. I'll do one here and one there. If all these have like King Parsley, then we're good. Likes King Parsley, that's very good. This one. Likes King Parsley, okay. I believe I have ample coverage now. See, yes. Okay, we're good. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Plant all. Click it. 46 seeds. 92 energy. Alright. Alright, we're all good. We're all good now, finally. Okay. Now let me just go to the pet pavilion one more time. Feed one more snack to the pet and then get back to questing. Also, let me see. Can I quick sell anything? I actually don't want to sell any of that. I'll just sell the litter. The other things I want to auction them in the bazaar because they sell for more that way. Let's get rid of those and I'll auction stuff later. Hey, what's up, Erie? What's up, Sea Bear? I'm doing all right. How are y'all doing? You didn't level up? I did. I'm at level 93 now. All right, boom, boom. And someday, eventually, we'll get Stella up to Mega. All right, let me put on this gear again. Let me actually go and grab some potions first. Before I go back to Chrysalis, let me grab some mana, some potions. It's just a nice thing to have full potions. I don't really use them that much because I'm a death wizard. But go here and let's not spend any gold on them. Because I'm gonna have to do more. As soon as I finish making this pet, by the way, I want to make a I finally want to make a decathlon pet on Michael Silverflame. I want the easiest chance at beating whatever it is I need to beat in decathlon. So how do you make a gear set? You just need to make sure you have gear equipped, and then once you have everything you want equipped in the set, you go to equipment sets and you click this little plus button to create the set. You can name it whatever you want from that list of options or whatever, and that's how you make an equipment set. That's how you do it. I'm doing Lifesteal, and the Chewy spell does so much damage, plus you have good health and resist and can crit satyrs. Yeah, life, like I said, life is probably, like, it's definitely top 2 for soloing. In my opinion. Balance decathlon is gonna be fun. Yeah, I heard it's like one of the hardest, if not the hardest, right? Although for me, as long as I can get the pet, I don't mind if I get the deck or not. On my other accounts, though, I want to see if I can get a really high-level decathlon deck for balance. Do you not like to float the likes anymore? No, I like to sync the likes. Because syncing likes puts them out of the way, but they still affect the plants. That way it makes the plot look nicer, and you also don't... Because the sandwich station, there's a weird bug. Like, it lets you step on it, but then you get permanently stuck there unless you pour it out. Which is really annoying. So... Can we get the reagent for crafting the Sinbad Gauntlet from the... We can get the reagent for crafting the Sinbad Gauntlet from the decathlons. Is it worth it? I mean... If you get the reagents, then I mean, there's nothing else that you can really craft with those reagents, so you might as well, but I don't think it's worth farming the Sinbad Gauntlet, though. I've been trying to solo Avalons of Fire, and it's hard. Yeah, like, I mean, you just gotta, like, push through it. Just make sure you have the best gear you can have, so... At level 75, probably the best gear would be Firestarter's Hood, Firestarter's Boots, Zigzag Robe, or Firestarter's Robe, whichever one you feel like using. Bear's Claw of Fire, Ruby Ring of Battle. Zigzag Amulet is not worth it for fire, because I'm pretty sure for fire, you don't get a Fire Blade. You get, I forgot what you get for fire, but I think it's like a fuel or something, or... But it's definitely not. You don't get Fire Blade. Fire is the one in the school besides Storm where you don't get a blade. So I'd say use Shango's Fire Blade amulet. Again, make sure you have a max stat triple double mighty pet. Zigzag deck would give you extra accuracy and all that stuff, but you don't really need Zigzag deck. But just make sure your deck has a triangle socket. Make sure you have all your jewels good to go. And I mean, after that, I feel like it shouldn't be too bad, right? It's Fuel and Dragon. Yeah, there you go. And we know how you feel about Dragon. There's two versions of the Zigzag Amulet. There's the one that just gives the buff, and there's the one that gives the buff and the level 48 item card. The one that just gives the buff is the better one for PvE, because that one gives a tier socket. A tier socket and a square socket is better than 2 square sockets for PvE, unless you're going with a heal boost strategy, because having higher health, like, the only time the flat resist will be better is when you get hit with an overtime, but you're more often than not going to get hit with just a straight up hit in PvE than overtime. So the health in most situations is going to be better, unless you have a heal boost strategy, in which case the 2 square sockets would be nicer for the extra heal boost. You Logger Pack is back after the crowns event. Who would have guessed? Buy more crowns than everyone. I hate the no PvP symbol when we're doing PvE content. I mean, it's whatever. At least now, like, you know, people that want to do PvP will know that you cannot, like, they won't accidentally enter PvP with those cards, but that's honestly the least of my concerns, having that extra symbol there.
Spellbinder, thank you for freeing us. We will leave the burrowers in peace.
Is there a party search function for Waterworks? For Waterworks, you can use team up, or you can solo it. But I feel like no, with team up though, I feel like there are quite a few people that still team up for Waterworks. It still is a very good dungeon to farm. How would you make a deck for questing at level 60 for a fire? Make sure you have 3 different fire blades. So like 1 from your amulet, 1 from your pet, and 1 is a trained one. Make sure you have 2 different feints. So 1 is from Jewel of the Feint and 1 is a trained feint. And that should be pretty decent for all the bosses that you have to fight at around level 60. And then by the time you need more stuff, like TCs, you'll be in Azteca, and you only have to grind through it for a bit before you get Sharpened Blade and Potent Trap anyways. But that right there, like, Azteca at the beginning is where fire can like really struggle, because that's where the bosses start to have a ton of health, but you don't have Sharpened Blade quite yet, so you definitely have to use TCs. Otherwise, Fire Dragon just doesn't do enough damage. That, or you have to just use Elemental Blades, which is really annoying, because then it takes much longer to do your battles as a fire.
This spellbinder is good and powerful.
I see.
And without great stats, like the amount of turns that you have to spend blading, it's really easy to die as a fire, especially since you have the second lowest resist of any school. And the second lowest health as well. What realm are you on so I can come add? I don't add people on this account unless I farm with them. Because otherwise, if I added you, then like everyone would want to add me, and then it wouldn't be fair, right? Oh, okay. My bad, dude. My bad. I got my fire up to 187 damage, max pierce, max accuracy, feels good. Yeah, I think that's the best setup for fire right now. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't really have any like motivation to quest my wizards to get like perfect stats right now, because I'm questing a bunch of other wizards right now. But eventually, once I'm done with like my 99 Storm, once I'm done with Michael Silverflame, I'm probably gonna, you know, bring my Storm, my Fire, maybe even my other Death Wizard up to max and grind for the best gear. So, what's the Pierce? Oh, for that Fire Wizard. Yeah, the Pierce might be kind of low, but although I feel like no, the Pierce you can at least get up to 18% at the very least. Just with Pierce jewels, right? I'm probably gonna get it free to just watch. Oh, okay. I didn't get it free to. That's pretty nice. As if you get rid of critical jewels, and with 218s, I only have 600. Well, you don't need much more than 600 critical. Like the way the crit system works right now, by having those extra 18 critical jewels, your crit percentage, first of all, your chance to crit is almost exactly the same without those jewels, but your your actual damage with crit is going to be like less than 3% more by having those jewels. So I would say it's worth shattering the jewels. It's definitely worth shattering the jewels for pierce jewels. $615 is base minimum. Maybe. But yeah, I feel like having just a little over 600 is perfectly fine. At that point, your stats, your actual overall damage is going to improve more by having more pierce than having critical. Shatter my 18s I farm weeks for. I mean, yeah, but like the thing is, I mean, okay, don't shatter them. Farm for another like Athame or ring. Get a second copy of that Athame and ring and add pierce jewels on it. Cause yeah, I mean, yeah, there is like a chance that they, you know, change crit and block more so that those jewels actually become useful. But for now, in my opinion, I personally think that they're not worth it. So I would say farm for another piece of like a second piece of whatever Athame and ring you have, because I'm sure those are easier to farm for than the 18 critical jewels, because I know 18 critical jewels are like really rare, because they're like literally the best jewels in the game. There's only certain bosses that drop them. So now that they're plus 20s, there's no point of keeping plus 18s. Well, I don't know how hard they are to get, so like I would still keep them for now if you really want to, you know, hold on to those jewels that you work so hard to get. Because okay, what Athame do you use for that max damage set, and what ring do you use? I think you use like the new caramel ring, I know that. And then for Athame, I'm pretty sure it's just the Morganth one or the Darkmoor one, right? Morganth Athame executive ring. Yeah. So the Morganth Athame isn't too hard to get, so I would get that. The executive ring, I heard those are like not super easy to get, but if you can get another one of those, that would also be pretty good. So oh, I almost discarded my potent trap by accident. Executive ring only has 2 square slots. Oh, it doesn't have a circle slot? That doesn't have an executive ring. Interesting. Dang, I'm missing out on a lot by not being max level. Uber Athame gives them both damage. Yeah, but like you can't run both Uber Athame and executive ring because neither of the two pieces of gear give power pip chance, and in order to maintain 100% power pip chance, you can always sacrifice having power pips on either the Athame or the ring. So, and since the ring is like a bigger upgrade in terms of damage than whatever the previous best ring was, it's just better to upgrade the ring and use the executive ring instead of using the Uber Athame. So director rings are better, they give less damage. I have no idea what the difference is. Dude, I love a Freet cap. They give circle and tear socket. Dang, apparently death is getting like no love. Let me discard this. Discard this as well. I don't really want to discard. I mean, I could discard this as well. Ah, there we go. There's a cleanse charm. I might do solo death playthrough myself. I'm really burned out playing the game normally. Do you like do split screen the game when you play? Does anyone have a damage punishment balance pet they could lend? Not me personally. Maybe someone in chat could help you out though. Pretty sure they forgot to add the executive ring for death. It's the only skill that's missing. I mean, if you're burnt out of the game, like you could try like PvP, because PvP is definitely a much different experience than PvE. So if you're burnt out of just doing PvE, then you could try to do PvP. Executive ring has 2 square slots, 85 crit and 19 damage. However, the director ring has 18 damage, 90 crit, and a circle plus tier slots. Which one do you think is better? Oh, I would say, wow, the director's ring definitely sounds better. If the executive ring only gives 2 square slots, then I don't think that's better at all. I'm probably gonna get a freed again here, so I'm just gonna scarecrow. What do you think the devs need to add to fix school identity between the schools? Well, I don't know, because I can't really say anything because I haven't done PvP at max level. I don't even have a single max level wizard anymore. I have 2 130s, a level 125, and I haven't done any caramel questing, so I have no idea right now. What I do know is that my whole like all the hope that I had for level 90 PvP with ice being like kind of balanced and not being able to get insane damage went completely down the drain yesterday, because apparently all you have to do is spend a crap ton of money and ice now has the best stats in the game, because
Maybe you should look around.
there is no natural school gear that gives more damage than that bundle gear at that level for whatever reason. So like if it was only the Fusilier robe that gave all that damage, it still like might have been kind of balanced, but at this point, like, it's 2 different bundles. It's the
There are some ominous sounds.
I think it's the I think it's a Briny Deep bundle hat, and then the Spooky Carnival boots, Fusilier's robe, Aquilin lore wand, and suddenly ice has 140 damage, 44 pierce, 6200 health. That is literally unbeatable by any school except for anyone that is like max level. The dude had 5,000 rank yesterday at the beginning of the day. By the end of the day, I checked again like a few hours after the stream. Mine's had 5,200 rank. In fact, if I go to the arena right now, check leaderboards, the guy probably has like 5,300 rank right now. Because apparently a single sharpened blade frost minotaur does 2,900 damage without a crit, which is more than half of anyone's health, and it's a 5-pip spell. So, yeah. I honestly don't know how they fixed that without just completely banning that gear from PvP, because, and if they did that, then that would cause some outrage as well, so maybe 99 PvP was a mistake. The reward warrior gives the wand that's all you need that costs crowns for ice. Well, the guy was using the Aquilin wand because the Aquilin wand actually gives the most pierce. And he already has very good damage, so he doesn't need like, and I mean even without all the damage, like the Aquilin wand also gives like 8 damage to ice. I don't think they can fix these. They'll get backlash now, whatever they decide to do. Yeah. Is ice the best for PvP all around right now? Probably. Devs don't care about PvP but max level. That's probably true, because like this whole update, like they said that they want you to like level up. The thing is, I would do max level PvP because it's the level where people would do, it's the level where most people do PvP at, but the problem is like there's shads at max level. If there's a way for there to be balance, like the only way to fix it is by giving people at lower levels the ability to have really high resist on their gear, and making equipment set bundles and giving more health at lower levels. Like at max level, people have so much health and resist that the games just naturally are pretty slow paced. Slow paced, but also not like super slow paced.
Spellbinder, what?
I believe I've come up with something.
Is your plan to have $7.99 wizard for PvP, then use your budget account for max level? Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I haven't even made my first level 99 wizard yet. It's getting there. Like, my pet is... I'm going to show my pet after the budget walkthrough episode ends, because I made some significant progress on that, but... like, this account, any PvP that I do is going to be like its own specific, like, PvP on a budget where I use... farmable / bazaar only / crafted gear. I don't use any like pack gear at all for the PvP. Even if I can like save crowns to buy those packs, I'm still not going to use the packs. But like I might still do PvP on my main max level wizards. But I don't know. 99 PvP is for people who want or care about rank. Well, see, I don't even care about rank. I just want a level of PvP where you have a lot of spells, you have decent stats, where there's a lot of variety, but where I don't have to deal with the RNG of shadow pips, because shadow pips are still super RNG even after the whole shadow meter thing. Like, I can't tell you, like, every single day I'll see a match where a guy with 50 more shad rating gets outshadowed by someone with 50 less. Outshadowed by a lot too, not just like, you know, the guy ended up getting a little bit lucky and he ended up getting the first shadow pip. No, the guy ends up getting 2 shadow pips before the other guy even gets 1. Yeah, like, I don't mind the shadow spells. They've toned them down to the point where they're not crazy OP anymore. Like, they're not just the only spell that you use. Like, people use a bunch of other spells now. But the problem is, like, they're still important to be able to use, and like I guess the the thing is, like, Shrike is a super important OP spell, and like not being able to Shrike because you can't get shads is really, really bad. Best Storm Wand level 100. Easily a pack wand, but if you're going for a non-pack wand, then just stick with the Sky Iron Hassa till you get to 115. You think PvP should be without TCs at all? No, I never said that. In fact, I think TCs are a great thing in PvP, as long as there's a way to get a consistent way to get some really useful treasure cards, like, and treasure cards that are useful but they're extremely, extremely rare should either be taken out or they should be made easier to get. So like they went with the option of taking them out. Like all the Ifrit TCs for all different schools are completely taken out of PvP, which is probably a good thing. I'm gonna Scarecrow, hope they don't tower shield. That one's probably gonna tower shield, isn't it? No, okay, good. Surprised that Iron Hassa is useful all the way to level 115, which is insane. Yeah, it's a very good wand. But honestly, the problem is, it's not just that it's a good wand, it's also that they don't give you a good damage option until 115. Like maybe at like level 90, add like change the stats of the Tartarus wands, or add like another Tartarus wand that gives damage and pierce instead of pierce and crit, I guess. But like they don't have to do that. They really don't have to do that. I still think Sky and Hassa is more than enough. They don't have to make another farmable option for a wand. They should nerf it, not make it 100% drop rate. Nah, I disagree with that as well, because the thing is, sure, at higher levels it's still a great wand to have, but at lower levels you really need that damage. Because your other gear doesn't really give you a whole lot of damage. I don't think it's that OP at lower levels. Normal amount of health for a storm was at level 45? I have no idea. Is 30 crit over 10% damage worth it? 100% not. It's definitely not worth it. 10% damage is always going to be worth more than that 30 crit. If you can solo Ares without it once, you deserve the Sky Iron Hosta. True, I guess. I did die to Ares, though. The first time I tried him. I barely died. I barely died. I almost soloed him the first try. Level 100 life, and I got 125 damage. 1 second. But if I switch to Darkmoor gear, it lowers my damage. I'm currently running Waterworks gear. Should I change to Darkmoor for more critical or not? Well, the thing is, I say you still switch to Darkmoor because the Darkmoor gives way more health. It gives Pierce, it gives Power Pips, and it gives Accuracy. And it gives Shadow Rating as well. So just because you're getting slightly lower damage, you have to remember that you're also getting a ton of other stats. And you're right, you're also getting more crit. But you're getting a ton more crit, not just like a slightly. You're getting a ton, like a lot more crit. You're getting a lot. You're getting more resist. You're getting more pierce. You're getting accuracy, which can help your power pips, or it can help you socket an item card as a triangle slot. It's like specifically for life, you don't need that much accuracy anyways. So you could actually use your triangle slot for things other than accuracy or pips. So, what level were you when you almost killed Ares? I was level 30 when I did the Mount Olympus solo. And I did it without, I don't even know if I had a single piece of Sandra's gear at the time. I think I was just using Bazaar gear.
Petty magician like yourself can hope to stop me.
Whoa, this place literally reminds me of Zafaria. The inside is like Zafaria. There's Zafaria and the same creatures that are in Zafaria. Level 80 dungeon could fix the wand situation. It could. But the thing is, it would be kind of weird to add a level 80 dungeon because there's already Atlantia. And there's already Tartarus. So like, it would have to be some crazy good gear that's better than Tartarus and Atlantia for it to be worth farming. Like, Tartarus gear isn't that bad. For like, certain pieces of gear, they're already very good. I don't think they really need to add anything. Again, my opinion is that Sky Iron Hosta is perfectly fine the way it is right now. People just need to realize that you don't need... Wand is not the biggest priority for upgrades. $93 in Azteca? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I'm not in Azteca. I'm in, this is, Chrysalis. Wait, is that the real James the Ace? Oh, it's James the Ace, dude. What's up, man? Yeah, this is just my budget walkthrough. This is not a 99 PvP account. This is just budget walkthrough. Solo budget walkthrough. What can you put in a circle slot for level 30 PvP? Probably like a blade card. Like the dual blade card or something, I guess. Maybe accuracy. Oh, circle. Wait, oh, circle. Sorry, dude. Circle. Oh my goodness. Not triangle, circle. Yeah, frick. For circles, you probably put flat damage. Circle jewels aren't that great for below level 55. What does flat damage do? It's like flat resist, where it, like, after all the calculations are done, it adds or removes damage at the end. Dang, they love this spell, don't they? Yo, Einfak Andy, I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks so much for the host. Really appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, like, there's not really a whole lot you can get with jewels at lower levels. Or it's for circle jewels, at least. That was right. Hey, finally, man. For the first time, I actually got someone's name correctly. That's a rare thing to happen to me. But yeah, thanks for the host. They're level 60, 70, 90, and 100 dungeons. I think a level 80 dungeon wouldn't be super awkward. Well, the thing is, if it's a new dungeon, they'd have to give it some crazy gear, but I just don't think I just don't feel like it's necessary at all. I think there's already plenty of variety. Okay, I'm just gonna faint again just to be safe. They can make another Archmage duel that drops a better wand. Again, I just don't think it's necessary. I think Sky Iron Husk is perfectly fine. Best jewel for decks?
You have unraveled me. I will tell the
Well, the best type of deck is one that has a triangle jewel slot, so... And then the best jewel there would be to get... accuracy or pip chance, or even like an item card. But at that point, like if you're a life wizard though and you have 100% accuracy and pip chance without having any jewels on a deck, then maybe like a square or a tier socket deck would be better, because then you could have a tier socket and get more health, or a square socket and have like flat resist or sun resist. Flame instead of Hades Soul Scythe. Well, the thing is, 90 PvP. If you're doing 90 PvP, you're pretty much accepting that the best wand that you're gonna have for PvP is gonna be a pack wand. It's like all the gear is farmable, but then the wand you're gonna have to spend some money on. Otherwise, you just have to stick with the Sky Iron Hasta or use the Staff of the Flashing Blades.
Florian, well done, Spellbinder.
Level 80 Skeleton Key Boss. I just don't want to look at the Sky Iron Hasta for 70 levels with the only solution being stitching. I mean, I guess they could add it. I just really don't see the point of it. I mean, stitching is perfectly fine though. Like use Sky Iron Hasta, and then once you get sick of the stitch it up, and then have a new wand later, I guess. I don't know. $98,000 XP. There's a chance. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll level up again once this episode. We'll see. Probably not, though. Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. If I have to do another battle to get just 98,000, I'm definitely not leveling up again today. Atlantia should have drops worth farming for. Well, it used to have drops worth farming for back when 70 PvP was a thing, but now with the PvP changes, there's no real point in having Atlantia gear anymore, because you get the upgraded Tartarus gear. 51 more Krampus, I can leave Lore Master forever.
Who told you I had some? You're lying.
I once power leveled from 1 to 60 using only dungeons. Wow, how'd you do that? So you didn't do any single main quest? That's wild. You did Crimson Fields, the Housing Gauntlets at each of the tiers. Chancel, Pyramid of Mother Moon, Polaris, Bastille quests. Oh wow, that's crazy. Interesting. So you're technically like a level 60 in Wizard City. Wow. Imagine level 60 questing in Unicorn Way. Completely get how you feel about adding anything at level 80 though, Ferric. I think there's a tactful way to add some side grades there. I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, they could add it. I just personally wouldn't farm for it, because unless it was like a guaranteed drop rate for farming something super quickly. Because I think Skyr and Hassa is perfectly fine. There's some portable dungeons in Imperia, there's a portable dungeon in Mirage, and there's more that I'm forgetting about. I know someone who got to level 32 with just street mobs. Interesting. I got to level... I know someone that got to level 28 with just street mobs in Wizard City, but level 32 with just street mobs, that's crazy. And it was a death wizard as well. I had the person added. I also like the guy just grinded field guards in Haunted Cave. His name was something. I think it was James Nightshade was his name. His wizard's name. Were you James Nightshade?
Curse you, tea drinker. Take my crate of the finest tea in Mushu and be gone with you.
I got level 26 when I was free to play. I mean, the highest I got to level 13, then I like stopped playing the game for a bit, but then one summer I got $10 worth of crowns and I unlocked all of Wizard City, including Sunken City and Crab Alley, did all the quests, and I even unlocked the first area of Crocotopia and did all the quests I could do there. But then got hit with the paywall again. And after that I realized, yeah, no, membership is the way to go. So then the next year I got membership. Elijah Light Thief. I only got up to level 18 by battling Field Guards, Nightshade, and Harvest Lord. You had to like teleport to Lord Nightshade though, right? Because I remember like I could never go in that haunted cave tower, but then as soon as I see someone that was able to step on the sigil, I was like, ooh, let me go in too. I want to fight the boss in there. Because you can't, like, you have to beat Firecat Alley to unlock the sigil, so. At one point I'm going to buy the whole game. The thing is, if you only ever plan on playing the game on one account, it might be worth just buying the whole game. Like if you want to take it slowly and don't want to like have to grind it all in like, you know, however long you have your membership for. I remember begging people to take me as a kid, yeah. Oh yeah, there's also no team up kiosk. Although I don't think, does the kiosk let you team up for a dungeon that you, I don't think it lets you team up for dungeons that you don't have unlocked, right? I was level 28 when I started Marleybone. Wow. I think I was a high level, yeah, I was like level 24 or 25 when I started Marleybone on my first account because, again, I got all the way up to like level 20 something when I was only done with the first area of Crocotopia. For me, it actually took a while to even figure out what the main quest storyline was, because back then we didn't have like a little star thing which showed you what the main quest was. So I had to do all my side quests and then eventually figure out which quest started bringing me to future areas. So yeah, I was way over leveled on that account, on that wizard. It's 360,000 crowns to buy that. Wow, so that's almost $400 if you buy it on a crown sale. That's crazy. Dang. You know what? I mean, at that point, like, it might just be worth it to just, like, buy a membership. But it depends, like, there's a good chance that when you play this game, you just keep on playing it. Well, talk about deck fails. Membership is way more cost efficient. Yeah. Like if you're gonna be buying all the areas, you have to be committed to like making 6 max level wizards. Yeah, and you also don't know that you're gonna play the game for that long. Like, yeah, in hindsight, we're looking now, like, yeah, a lot of us have been playing since the beginning, but we didn't know that back then. For me, I thought I'd quit Wiz after I got that first membership. Because then as soon as the summer was over, school started and I didn't have time to play the game anymore. And I was like, okay, yep, that was a fun game to play. On to the next one. But then the following year, I bought all the edges. I'm making 8. Haven't played since 2015. You think 40 peep could be good? Probably. It would be the highest level of like the lowest tier. Unless they change some things. That's a tower shield. Let me get rid of that real quick. Yeah, they definitely have to fix something about the whole, like... Because, like, if you fight a level 50, they're just going to have Glendemming's gear and they're going to have crit. Yeah, I would definitely, if you're at the lower levels, I would wait a bit to do PvP while they change up some things and finalize some things, so. Best gear for 50, not from packs. For PvP, Glendemming's gear. But if you don't have Warlord already, then use the duelist gear. Because that's the only gear, because that gear gives damage and pierce and a lot of health. It just doesn't give resist. But yeah, otherwise you'd have to use pack gear or do PvP at a lower level and get the Glendemming's gear. How'd you get the wand? Are you talking about the stitch or the stats? The stitch, I fished for it. Fished for it in Zafaria. Took me an hour to get it.
Now that you've acquired, while you are out there, you should keep an eye out. If you find any, it would be a practical matter to track them down, yes?
Tyrion Gorge. Stats tries a blade 4 times eventually. Yeah, duelist. Definitely go for duelist then. Gives a lot of universal damage for that level, and it gives you pierce as well. So you could have decent pierce, and then you'd be like super offensive. It works with your strat, so. And then eventually, it would be a good idea to get Glendemming's just to have that resist as well, because Glendemming's gives pretty decent damage. It just doesn't give pierce, and it doesn't give health, but the resist makes up for the health for sure. And I actually saw that's like really high ranked level 50 death. Oh wait, oh you're doing 40. I also saw a level 40 death that was really high ranked who was using he was using commander's gear though, but like he had like an offensive strat. The point of the commander's gear was just so that if anyone else was running offense strat against him, they couldn't die as easily. Every strat for max PvP is duelist, you need it. The Polarian, but oh my goodness, don't get me started with that. I literally have, I essentially have the Polarian bundle except for the house and the most important thing, which is the mount, dude. That's crazy.
I don't know who you are, but please help me before these ground hornets sting me to death.
I could use the veteran gear. I feel like the veteran gear, I just don't know if it's worth it, because unless if you can find a lot of tourneys and you can get all those tickets easily, then go ahead. But I don't really know if the veteran gear isn't that great, and it's also pretty like expensive, I think, as well. Not sure. What level are you on right now? Exclamation point level. Level 93. Would you use a Maycast or a wall PvE? I was using a Virulence pet for a while, and while there's a high chance that it will cast, I just think that just having the absolute highest damage and resist is just a better, like, more consistent overall way to go about doing PvE. For PvP though, having Virulence is really nice. Yeah, not worth for PvE, exactly. I get it for PvE in case I go against a myth enemy. Getting rid of 4 pip Maycasts on pets for the 6-round auras on the new boots. Oh, 4-round Maycasts for the 6-round auras on the new boots. Oh yeah, the new boots, I saw that. They give like a -25 brace cards for 6 turns. $75,000 XP from this quest. Around 20 minutes left of the episode. We'll see. There's a chance. There's a slim chance I might be able to level up before the end of the episode. Actually, nah. I don't know. Almost 300k. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe if I try to like really focus and try to speed run it, but I still doubt it.
The mine, the dragonfly stables, and the
Also, a good chance I can get pulled here. Tyrion Gorge is like a really nasty like place to get pulled in, because if you get pulled, you pretty much have to flee. Because those things, there's so many of them and they move so fast that you're pretty much permanently stuck in a battle. Will you get to Morgan tonight? Not a chance.
Good.
No shot. I'm at the beginning of Chrysalis right now.
As best we can. Can break some of their mining equipment.
Come on, let me break it. He's quick even if he makes it to Ghost Dog. I'm pretty sure Cravenly is before Ghost Dog. Wait, what? I just broke this mine. Wow, it respawned that fast.
Well done.
Alright. I mean, I'm getting a lot of XP. At this point, I just need 240,000 more. 237,000, 234,000. We'll see though. I'm trying to move as fast as I can. 21,000 XP per quest. It's possible. It's totally possible. I might have to go a little bit over though. Have you heard about Deer Knight talent that gives the card? I have heard about it. I just...
Get to the dragonflies.
it's kind of rare to get. Probably not worth it. It's much easier to just buy Scarecrow TCs. So now I have to do this battle 3 times because I have to battle 5 of them. It couldn't be 4 of them. It had to be 5 of them. So I have to do 3 battles. But yeah. What do you make it? A nice wizard? Let me know and I'll lend you pet. I appreciate the offer, but again, I have to do everything. Assuming I have no help, I have to use the kiosk. I have to assume I have no friends. So when I make an ice wizard, I'm gonna completely use the kiosk. And yeah, it's gonna be more expensive, but you know, that's just part of the rules. Alright, if none of them death ninja pigs here, I'll just hit next turn. Although 40 resist is kind of high. Maybe it's safer to blade again. No, I'm just going to send it. But I'm probably going to crit. And it's probably going to land as well. We can keep it on the low. Nah. I appreciate the offer, though. Alright. Are they going to block? Not that one. Good. Is that one going to block? Good. Alright, give me more of them. Give me more. Let me fight them quickly.
I love this walkthrough. I found you on YouTube. I hope you
Oh
have
my
a
goodness,
happy holiday.
Linkster. Thank you so much for the 1,500 cheers, dude. I really appreciate it. I love the walkthrough. I found you on YouTube. I hope you have a happy holiday, man. And happy holidays to you as well. I hope your holidays are amazing, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for the 1,500 cheers, dude. I'm gonna keep on going with this walkthrough. Like I said, you know, we're back in full force, 6 days a week. And then as soon as this wizard's done, we're gonna move on to the next one. Solo. No crowns except for trivias. But seriously, man, thank you so much for the 1,500. Are you making an ice solo? You get to play at like level 35? Yeah, I mean, ice might not be the next school to win. We'll see which school wins, but yeah, whatever school it's gonna be solo. Just like this Death Wizard. Alright, I'm gonna blade again just because they don't have pips to pigs. What jewels do you use on your Malister or Morgantha aim? Health Jewel, Pierce Jewels, and then I think Pip Jewel as well as the last one, I think. Linkster also with the tier 1 sub, man, dude. You didn't have to do that, but I do really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. Hope you enjoy the emotes. I have 5 of them for now. That's the max I can have as an affiliate. Hope you enjoy the ad-free viewing. Although I don't really play ads that much. So, oh, Harry Potter. Thanks so much for, it's not showing up in notifications, but I believe that's 30. Thanks for the 30 cheers. Is Beast Moon hard? I haven't... Of all the things in the game, Beast Moon and Monstrology are the 2 things that I haven't really delved into, so... I think Beast Moon is hard, though. At least the Monster Mayhem, because I remember Hyga doing it, and... Like, he was like... he was doing very well, but even then, it was really hard to do. So... I heard a rumor that you're really a supermodel masquerading as a streamer content creator. Is that true? You'll find out, in a few months. A Harry Potter with 200 more cheers. Oh my goodness, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Beast Moon's pay to win, really? Wait, really? Oh, wow. I might not, if that might turn me off from wanting to even try it out, if that's actually a thing. Like, I like Decathlon because Decathlon is not pay to win at all. It's like the least pay to win thing in the game. And it's very competitive and it's very useful. But if Beast Moon is really pay to win like that, I might stay away. It's not pay to win? Okay, wait. Apparently a lot of people are disagreeing with you, Vic. You still get other beast forms for free. Get it in events. You can take Malistaire from Shibalba's Animus since he has full resist. He's the perfect companion. I thought you couldn't extract Malistaire the Undying from Azteca. How expensive would it be to create a Malistaire TC? Because that might be useful for certain solo battles. The only problem is Malistaire wouldn't really he doesn't really do a lot of damage. There's like another minion that I've seen someone use in Monstrology that could actually hit for a lot of damage and also had immune resist.
You drove them off. I've never seen them run so fast on their hunt.
All right. 10 minutes left. 170,000 XP. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. Maybe I could go for like another extra 10 minutes today. We'll see. It would be nice to, you know, get a little bit more pet training in. That way, that would actually save us a lot of time because then, like, maybe in just 1 or 2 streams, I'd be able to get this pet to Mega.
Seemingly confused by their newfound freedom. This looks.
Get 30,000 from this, and then another 140,000 ish. 20 Animus. I have no idea how good that is or how expensive that is, but I'll definitely have to check it out like separately. Although if I want to check it out separately, I'll have to do it soon because there might be some battles that I might need Monstrology to help me out. I have to go all the way back to Last Wood, really? Where does this bring me? Silent Market, really? What's the fastest way to get to Last Wood? Last Wood, Mooncliff. So I'm gonna go back to Bastion then. Mooncliffs are closest to Bastion. Oh no, wait, that's... Oh wait, no, yeah. Bastion is the fastest way to get to Mooncliffs. Finish the quest and do training? Alright, we'll see. You can't put converts on Death Morganth. What would you do? Well, the thing is, I'm gonna have full Darkmoor gear by then, so, and I'm gonna be in Shrike anyways for Death Morganth, so I'll just Shrike and I'll have enough Pierce to just take her out. So I don't think I'll need, a thingy for that, but maybe for other battles where I take a lot of damage and I need a minion to take heat off me, maybe in that situation. Like, for Storm Titan, maybe I could use something like that. Oh, there's a teleport at Last Wood? Okay. Yeah, I can always Infower Strike. That is true. But, that being said, like, the point I'm trying to make is that Morganth itself is probably not that hard of a battle, but there probably are really hard battles where having something like that would be really useful, so... What are you going to do for battles where you actually need 2+ people for? Well, I mean, name a battle where I need more than one person. Name an upcoming battle where you think I need more than one person to solo it. And, I mean, like, I might not have a strategy right now, but Judge Veg. Well, I don't, again, so for that's all the way in Caramel. I haven't really seen the Caramel cheats yet. I'm gonna max out my other 2 wizards to see like what the cheats are for those bosses before I get there on this wizard. But for Storm Titan, you can solo Judge Veg. Yeah, that's what I heard. I solo Judge Veg on my Storm. Okay. I tried to solo Veg. We'll see. I mean, I still personally think I've soloed on my other Death Wizard. I've soloed all the way up to Corporal Tennyson, and the next challenge would be Medulla. And I still think the hardest fight for all the solo battles was Yevgeny Night Creeper so far. But then again, I haven't done Medulla yet. I haven't done Storm Titan yet. I haven't done Devourer yet. And I technically don't have to do Devourer, but just because it's Catacombs is important and that is the final battle of the Catacombs, I still want to do it. Okay, how much XP do I have? Okay, 51,000 from that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to extend a bit, but that's okay. I can extend a bit today. Okay, I decided to end the free membership at the end of the 12 days instead of extending it through Christmas. Yeah, I wish they kept it at least through the holidays, but this is the first time they've done something like this, so hopefully they do it again more often. Because that was just like a really nice thing they did, though. How do you plan to solo Druid? The same way I soloed everything else so far. Come up with a strategy, or come up with an initial strategy, try it out a bunch of times, learn how exactly the solo experience is affected with that strategy, modify it a bit, see what kind of spells everyone uses, and yeah. Is it true that you get worse drops if you fire from Mali? Oh, flee. So yes, it's true because so the way Malister the Undying in Darkmoor works is that's two separate chances to get a drop. When you fight him in his haunted form and when you fight him in his before his haunted form. If you flee after the first form went down, then you only get the drops from Haunted Malister, which is the same drop pool and everything, but you eliminate the possibility of getting two chances at drops if you flee. So yeah, Harry Potter. Thanks for another. I don't even know how many that is. I don't know why it's not showing up. That's kind of weird. But thank you so much for all the cheers. Can we see your deck setup? Sure, I'll show it after this battle. Probably so people aren't playing Wiz instead of spending time with family. I guess. But I don't think that's their reason. That's definitely not their reason. That's a myth. I got all my drops on myth when I fled and shot. No, I'm not saying you can't get drops. I'm not saying you can't get drops. I'm just saying that you have a higher chance at drops because like for example, you can get 2 pieces of gear on one run if you are alive for both battles. So if you flee from either form of Malister, although if you flee from his second form, then I don't think you get any drops because you're not even part of the battle. Because if you flee from his second form and they kill second form before, so yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming when you flee from him, you're fleeing from the first form, right? Whether you do it during the first form or the second form, if you're not there while he goes down in his first form, if you're not in the battle, then you get half the drops. So yeah. When I did Waterworks, my friend got the hat from Luska, the boots from the main boss. They then opened their free chest and at the same time got the robe. They got the full set in one run. Yeah, that is possible. That is crazy lucky though. I mean, it's technically possible to get the full Waterworks set easily in one run because you can actually resummon the final boss, so. Like, you get the hat from Luska first run. If you get the hat from Luska first run, it's very easy to get it in all one run. Because you can infinitely resummon all the bosses as long as you're not soloing it. Yeah, that is pretty lucky. That's my first polished jewel that I've gotten from Chrysalis, I believe. Let's see. How many polished jewels have I gotten? Oh, I guess it's my second one. Alright, 2 more night flames and I get 50,000. Yeah, I'm gonna have to extend this episode, but that's okay. Which bosses can you respawn? I mean, so far all I know is that you can respawn Yaketo, you can respawn Zeus and Poseidon and Tartarus, and you can respawn Silser, Glowstone, and Waterworks. You can't respawn Hades though. You cannot respawn Hades, but you can respawn Zeus and Poseidon. So if you're not going for Amulet of Divine or any of the other Hades gear, you can still infinitely farm Poseidon and Zeus gear. How to respawn Yaketo? You just need at least, I think you need at least 3 people, or maybe it's just 2 people. One person ports out, and then they port back in, and then it respawns Yaketo. If you have 4 people, then 2 people need to port out and port back in. And then he respawns. I already have a 50 blade. You can respawn Spike the Crusher with 3 people, but that's irrelevant. I mean, some people like the death robe still, so you can respawn Hades. How do you do it? We tried and we were unable to do it. How do you respawn Hades? I only know that you can respawn Zeus and Poseidon because when you walk backwards towards that door, it respawns them. I don't think you can respawn Hades and Hades. You used to be able to do Hades a long time ago. Yaketo's the guy in Crimson Fields, right? The one where you have to raise the flags? Yeah, that's Yaketo. People farm him for a lot of Stitch gear.
Wizard! Soon our siege weapons will rain Kirby's fire upon the last wood, burning them and your bow our friends to cinders!
Back-to-back battles, you got Life Mastery, Death Mastery, and Balance Mastery. Wow, that's crazy. How many times can you respawn Yaketo? You can infinitely respawn him. As long as you have, I think it's 3 people. I'm not, maybe you can do it with 2 people, but I know 100% you can do it with 3 people, and 100% you can do it with 4 people. For 3, you have to have 1 person port out and port back in. They can teleport to a friend as well. It doesn't have to be like using dungeon recall.
Your reports. We must
wait, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, 80,000 more XP. I can show you how to respawn him after I finish this budget walkthrough. I'm not gonna end the stream as soon as I'm done with this episode. I'll still stream more. I'll just log on to my other 2 accounts and show you. Will you ever solo Tower of the Elephant? I mean, I can. I don't think it's gonna be that hard, honestly. But I'll give it a shot. Why not? Thing is, I'll do it on my other Death Wizard. Wait. Uh-oh. No. I don't think I get 80,000 XP. Okay, I get 80,000 from this quest, though. And yeah, this quest will level me up. So I'm going to defeat everything, and then right before I talk to the guy, hopefully I remember to use this 15 energy right here. Use 10 of it, obviously, and then level up, and then we'll see how it goes from there. At level 60, I think it would be pretty hard. I don't know, man. I think it wouldn't be that hard. I'll give it a shot, though. On a different day. Because I still have my other Death Wizard at level 65. If I can do it at 65, I can probably do it at 60. Although I feel like you do Tower of the Elephant, you would probably do it at level 61 because you're guaranteed to level up from Waterworks. So, like, you do Waterworks first because you get better gear from there. So at level 61, you'd probably actually solo that dungeon. Tower 70? Nah, Tower of the Elephant is level 60 plus. 70 is Atlantia. Yeah, let me look it up right now just to make sure I'm not going. Tower of the Elephant. Location, Tower of the Elephant. Connects to Pegasus Place. Who start the quest, Tower of the Elephant. Note, level 60 is needed to start this quest according to the wiki. Yep, it's a level 60 quest. Oh, I just got stunned. Unlucky. I also don't think Tower of the Elephant is really important either. I don't think you really need to spend all that time to farm for the ring and Athame. The ring definitely I don't think is worth it. The Athame could be worth it, but again, I think the Grizzleheim Bear's Claws or whatever they are, those are like perfect enough, so. I do the same thing, use all my energy before I level up, then go up and level up for the free refill. Yeah. I want to show that, especially on this series, because I guess like the thing that people seem to say is the hardest to do on an account where they don't have any crowns and all that stuff, and they don't have a ton of help, is making pets. But I mean, so far I've made a few mega pets on this series, 2 or 3 very good mega pets, and I'm about to be on my 3rd very good mega pet, which is a ward pet. For ice it is, yeah, because like ice bear claw is like really bad, but still like you can craft the level 66 one, and I think the level 66 one is probably just better. Like the Oliphant's it's called like the Oliphant Story Scimitar from Zafaria. Let me compare. What was it called? Lexicon Blade. Lexicon Blade versus Oliphant's Storied Scimitar. Okay, so Oliphant's Storied Scimitar gives 50 less health, 2 less power pip, 1 more crit block, same damage, but it gives 24 incoming as opposed to 15 outgoing. And I mean the Oliphant's Storied Scimitar also doesn't give a health slot like a tier socket, but it still gives 1 circle and 1 triangle, just like the Lexicon Blade. So I guess you're sacrificing 2 power pips and around 100 health to gain 1 block, and instead of 15 outgoing, you get 24 incoming. So the incoming is better. But again, I mean, like health, 100 health is not a huge difference on, especially on an Ice Wizard where you already have an excess of health. But you only have 1 circle slot on both of those things. I still think that it's worth losing that circle slot if you're on an Ice Wizard. It's better to use the Oliphant Storied Scimitar, but again, like the Lexicon Blade, like the amount of time that you'll spend farming for the Lexicon Blade, I don't think it's really worth it. It's not going to make a huge difference. How many times do I have to clear the pet games? What kind of feeling about playing? 25, yeah. For 1 a mil, you could do it in Chrysalis because of the rat. That gives a big damage boost. 1 a mil really isn't too hard to get. With just a couple TCs and with decent stats, you can do it on any wizard. And now that like critical is a thing, it's even easier to hit 1 in a mil because like you're almost guaranteed to crit on like wooden puppets. Yeah, 1 in a mil has gotten easier and easier as the game's progressed. It's also non-tradable. Yeah, so the Lexicon Blade is also non-tradable. So like once you get it, you can't transfer it. Whereas for the Oliphant Storied Scimitar, once you craft it, once you no longer need to use it, you can save it for your next wizard that gets to level 66 plus. I didn't even think about that. Pronounce scimitar again? Here, let me show you.
Scimitar.
There you go. That's the American pronunciation.
Scimitar. Scimitar. Scimitar.
Let's go with the British pronunciation.
Scimitar.
There you go. Let's do it slowly.
Scimitar.
There you go. Hey man, I'm just following what Google says. I know it's kind of weird, right? But that is how it's pronounced. It's scimitar. Nope. No one in the US or UK says it like that? Well, then Google must be wrong, which is totally possible. But I don't know. Here, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Okay, Cambridge Dictionary. There's no way they got it wrong, right?
Scimitar.
Well, there you go.
Scimitar.
There you go. There's no way Cambridge Dictionary is going to be wrong, right? Let's see dictionary.com. Let's see that.
Scimitar.
Oh, there we go. 3 out of 3. 3 for 3. Oh, is there anything else? These are some other websites, but I could go on them and they'd say the exact same thing. It's weird, right? The more you know. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm gonna be honest, I was surprised too. I didn't think I'd have a conversation like this today. Wait, the Zafarian pronunciation? Did they pronounce it differently in Zafaria? Which quest? Which quest did they pronounce it? I actually want to know. I want to hear that. I don't care. It'll always be Scimitar. Okay. Flame legs can be annoying sometimes. Yeah. True, not false. Time to cancel ferric. Hey, man. I'm just trying to spread the word. Apparently, Zafaria voice actors pronounce it different. I hate Chrysalis. It's too long. Yeah. It's a necessary evil. At least with Chrysalis, unlike Azteca, with the Chrysalis, at least you get a nice little break with Darkmoor in between. And at least there are some challenging battles instead of it all being the same thing. Nothing can beat Azteca. I agree. And yeah, Chrysalis is kind of cool too. There's this one dungeon where you have to like go across the Starfall Sea. That one's pretty cool. Ferric started the correcting everyone trend for Scimitar. Well, scissors are pronounced scissors. Like the correct pronunciation of scissors is scissors. Right? Just like the Minotaur. Well, the Minotaur one, that one, there's actually two pronunciations for it. You can say Minotaur or Minotaur. Either pronunciation is correct. Because it's based off of the Minos. But both pronunciations are correct, at least like for an American English pronunciation. But with this one, the only pronunciation I can find is Scimitar. So... there's an O in there, yeah. Only one person that's contesting the wait, hold on. Are there actually people that pronounce it skizzers? Hold on, wait a minute.
Scissors. Scissors.
Scissors.
Scissors. Scissors.
I don't know, man.
Scissors.
Scissors.
I don't know, man. feel like scissors is just scissors. I can't find anyone else saying skizzers.
Spellbinder, you are now, but soon Shadow Queen burn trees to ground. Take you out.
It's more questioning the tar versus tur. Yeah, it is kind of weird that it's AR, but then it's pronounced as like an ER word. The English language just doesn't make sense. Can we agree with that? The English language doesn't make sense. That's something we can probably agree on. At least American English. I don't know about UK English. Although with UK English, like there's a bunch of extra vowels in certain words. Like with colors, there's an extra U there. I wonder why they got rid of the U. Because now whenever oh no. No! It's too late. Man. Freaking scimitar, skizzers, all this freaking talk about all this stuff. Alright, how much energy did I lose on? 24 plus 16. Oh, I lost out on 3. That's okay. Three pet snacks, that's not too bad. I lost out on 3 pet snacks worth of training. That's okay though. These things happen sometimes.
Greetings.
Oh, what does Dorian Bright Eyes give me? 35 damage and nothing else, I think. Yeah, I guess Dorian Bright Eyes is like a slightly worse version of Demon. But anyways, we extended this episode by like 20 minutes, and I messed up the whole reason why I even extended the episode, but that's okay. We still get 9 extra snacks fed to the pet today. That's not too bad. Where's it at? Here it is. Webster's American and hated the British, so they created American version of the words. How do you switch your energy set so quickly? I hold the control button, and then if you hit 1, 2, 3, it changes your equipment set. So right here it says control 1 is my energy set, control 2 that's my main set. So if I hold the control button and press between the numbers, it toggles them. Make sure you don't do it too quickly, otherwise there's like a cooldown for it. Like, I'll show you right now. See, if I change equipment sets too fast, it'll say slow down, and then you can't do it for a few minutes. Because it'll like overload the servers or something, I guess. Make sure I have not that pet on. I don't want to waste 14 energy. I've already wasted 30 by messing up the questing stuff, but let's feed 3 of each. As soon as we're done with this pet, we're gonna make a decathlon pet. Let me find out Mans is a major in English. Nah, I don't. Computer science and engineering for me. Ferric buys golds for crowns cap. Alright, well, anyways, this is it for the budget walkthrough for today. So for those of you watching the budget walkthrough on YouTube, I do stream live at twitch.tv/ferric from 12 p.m. Eastern time to 2 p.m. every day of the week except Friday. So if you want to come check it out live, you can do that. Follow me on all the links in the description below, and I'll see you all in the next episode.